Blighty Boxing in association with Frank Warren and Queensbury Promotions here down in Southampton with the Portsmouth banger, Mark the Bomb Chamberlain. How are you, Mark?
Yeah, good. Yourself?
Yeah, all good, considering what's going on at the moment. You're a victim of circumstances, shall we say, going on in the world at the moment, and it's no secret there was going to be a show involving you in April, which has been cancelled now. In boxing terms, you just have to take it on the chin?
Yeah, obviously we've been training hard for our upcoming dates, and then to find this out, it's a bit annoying, but what can you do? It just is what it is, I suppose. Get your head around it and just stay in the gym, tick over, and aim for the new dates, I suppose, in a couple of months' time.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose in a way, in terms of getting your head around it, it's not like you've been let down, bumped off a card or anything. This is just a general shutdown of the boxing world. There's nothing anybody can do, and we don't know where it's going.
Yeah, like I say, it is what it is. It's no one's fault. It's just, it's happened, isn't it? There's nothing you can do. Everything's going to come to a halt. I think the best thing is people's health, and it's the right thing that they've done, I suppose. And like you say, you don't know how long it's going to go on for. Could be a month, could be 2 months, could be 3, 4, 5 or 6, who knows? Stay in the gym, keep ticking over, and wait for that phone call to say that that's definitely going to be the date.
Is that the plan now? I mean, obviously you're not going to do anything too intensive, but like you say, just keep yourself in shape, I suppose. Is that the plan now?
Yeah, I'll do 3 or 4 days a week, stay in the gym, keep ticking over. I won't just have a couple of months off and that'll be it. Got to keep training, because if it all goes well, hopefully the fight could be before. Who knows? At least I'll be ready.
Absolutely, nobody knows. But in the other side of your life, plastering, that's going all right, and you're still able to earn a living?
Yeah, still plastering at the moment. I think they're stocking up on a bit of plaster, and the jobs are in at the minute, so we can still go to work. But until they say you can't leave your house, I suppose work will be fine until then. But unless they shut sites down, then it'll be a different story.
Probably going to make myself look very old now, but have you ever heard of a comedian called Harry Enfield? No? Back in the day, he used to create these characters, and one of them was called Loadsamoney, and he used to go around waving a wad and say he had loads of money because he was a plasterer. So they were like the icon figures of the 80s, or plasterers. So is it true you earn loads of money?
Nah, not at all. Get up, go to work. You get early days. The money ain't too bad, but I don't know any rich plasterers.
Really? Apart from you?
Yeah, I wish.
It's your own firm though, isn't it? Is it a family firm, or do you work for someone?
No, I work for someone. But yeah, I'm self-employed. Just go around. I suppose it's who you know, isn't it? You work with teams and you all crack on together and earn a living, I suppose.
How long did it take to learn? Because it is a trade, isn't it? It's a skill. So how long did you have to learn, sort of educate yourself in that skill?
I've been doing it since I left school. I left school just before exams and that. I didn't do no exams.
Why not?
I hated school, and then I couldn't be trusted to sit in an exam hall with other people because it's just messing about. Not being naughty, just messing about with your mates as you do. And they said, no, you can't be allowed in there because you'll ruin it for others. And a bit like what's going on at the minute, isolation, isn't it, they're calling it? I spent a lot of time in isolation in school.
Detention, I think it was called.
I've done my time already in school in isolation. I can't be doing it again.
So were you the bad kid in secondary school, yeah?
I wouldn't say the bad kid. There was just a group of us that liked to have a laugh. I guess at the wrong time, and teachers didn't like it, I suppose.
Were you a boxer at this time? Well, I suppose you were during your school years.
Yeah, I started boxing when I was 6 years old. So I've always been boxing. It's something I've loved all the way along and stuck to.
Did that make a difference, when going through school and the other kids, and particularly the big kids, know but you're a boxer, and it just probably makes them just leave you alone a little bit, doesn't it? Because no one wants to get chinned properly by a boxer.
Yeah, but I've been lucky all along because I know a few people, and a lot of people know me through what I do. So I think a lot of people respect me for the fact of that. But I've never come across someone that wants to pick on me or whatever.
Handy, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all right. No, I try and stay away from that side of it. If you can walk away, then walk away, be the bigger person. But I think unless someone gives you one, you've got to give them back, ain't you?
I guess so. We haven't spoken about it on this channel, but give us a flavour. I mean, you're quite a decorated amateur, so I mean, give us a flavour of what you actually won during your vested days. It was quite a bit.
I think it was about 48 amateur fights and won 43. 3 national titles, so it'd be youth, junior, youth, and senior elite. But yeah, I went to the 3 Nations, got beat by a Welsh kid. I had like all England like talent pathway, like camp things for Commonwealth Games and that, but it's just so corrupt. I ended up going up to Sheffield every other weekend, and you're just making the numbers up for sparring really, and it's in the end it like sort of gets to you, and you think, why am I wasting my weekend going all the way up to Sheffield to make numbers up for sparring when they've already got their boys picked? So I just knocked it on the head.
I suppose the quicker you work that out, the better. I suppose some of them don't, I guess, or work out they're being used.
Yeah, no, you sort of get out there. There's loads of you, and say they pick 10 out of 40 boys. The other lot of boys, they sort of know who's being picked. Like it's every year the national champion, and they know that every year the national champion 9 times out of 10 is going to be the national champion again because they're already there. But it's not always the case. The favourites do get beat, but you upset some people along the way, and it is what it is. But somehow, for me, it still wasn't enough, beating a national champion 8 times in a row as a senior.
Who was the national champion?
Charles Frankham.
I thought, because you beat him in the ABAs as well, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, he's a favourite, I suppose. You can't knock him. He's done everything he's had to do and won a lot of things as an amateur. But I beat him fair and square, and there was like boys still getting picked over me to go to the Commonwealths and everything. It's just ridiculous. So I'd had enough of it.
It's funny how it's turned out. You're now in a gym with half his family, aren't you?
Yeah, I've got Josh in the gym, Levi in the gym. All good people. It's boxing, isn't it? You fight each other, then you're mates, I suppose.
This power that you've demonstrated since joining the pro ranks, was it evident in the amateurs? Because you don't see that many stoppages in the amateurs.
Yeah, I've always been known to hit hard. I can't remember how many stoppages I had in the amateurs. I think it was more as I was a senior when the head guards come off. I had a few like knockouts. With I think it's 10 ounce gloves you're fighting as an amateur. But yeah, and I think, say I had 48 fights, I think I stopped probably 15, maybe 18, something like that. I can't remember. I don't even know where my card is. I think that when you turn over pro, I think they take it, don't they? I'm not sure, I can't remember.
Sure. It was noticeable before when you were doing a little bit of pads. Wayne seemed to be telling you to sort of take the sting out of your punches and concentrate a little bit more on the boxing. Is that something you're conscious of?
Yeah, it's just a natural thing. I don't mean to hit hard. It's just the way I box, I suppose. You just don't get carried away with your power. You can't fall in love with that because you do need to be able to box. But I think I'm just naturally heavy-handed.
I mean, I didn't notice, but you're loading up particularly. It's not like you're trying to sort of knock his hands off. Like you say, it probably is a natural thing.
Yeah, it's just it's stopping it. Say, right, you need to like take the sting out of your punch and do this and do that and move around. But
it might just be because you're hurting him too much.
Yeah, you throw like 4 punches light, and then it just, I don't know, it's just in my head. I just go back to like normal punching. Obviously you listen, but when you're in the ring it's completely different. You can't say take the sting out of your punches in the ring because they're there to hit you hard and you're going to hit them back hard, aren't you? It's simple as that.
I suppose the only time it would possibly come in useful is if you crack someone and hurt your hand, then you've got to know how to adjust if that happens.
Well, yeah, that happened in my fight in December. I hurt my knuckle. I got through the fight with my jab, but it's all right now. Back up and running.
Right, talking of up and running, we're going to let you go. Good luck with everything. We'll see you very soon, and we hope to have some good news about a ring return and also in the bigger picture in the world and in this country. So, Mark, thank you very much, sir.
Cheers.